Today's the 13th of February, and it looks like I'll be getting flowers from no one but my mother for the 16th consecutive Valentine's Day. Not that I care. The day's pure commercialism. All the taken men out there are guilt-tripped into buying long-stem bloody roses and taking their girlfriends to expensive restaurants. The kind of restaurants where you don't have bookings, you make reservations. Hang on. Does this sound bitter? I don't want to sound bitter. I'll be the first to admit I want a special day tomorrow. All my girlfriends are always getting white gold necklaces and diamond-studded watches while I'm home alone eating 3 bowls of ice cream watching Sex and the City. Every year since I've turned 25, I've been so lonely on Valentine's Day, I've gone out and bought a cat. I have 10 cats. Have you ever noticed how Valentine's Day shares the same initials as venereal disease? VD. I feel like this is not a coincidence. Like there's a close relationship between letting someone near your vagina without a medical certificate and having to put out to thank him for the diamonds. A voice distracts me from my 14th game of Spider Solitaire. Sophie Webb, these are for you. The these this person is referring to is the most exquisite bouquet of flowers ever wrapped in pink and green cellophane and courier delivered to an executive assistant in her cubicle. I thank her, then shake her hand, and up the ante and give her a hug. She backs carefully towards the elevator. My boss walks past and gives me an appraising nod, and for a sinking second I realise they're from him. But no, he's married and gay, and this is not his handwriting. So, who are these flowers from? I look closely at the message. Pick you up, your place, 6 p.m. tomorrow. Okay, that's a little scary. Who are these flowers from? Maybe it's a co-worker. One of these bastards are playing with my feelings. Or maybe they genuinely like me. I get up and I go to Rod's desk. I look at him in the eye. It's not him. I watch lie to me. I can read any face. I walk past every male's desk in the office, one by one. Damn it! None of these nerds are responsible. Who are these goddamn flowers from? When I get home, I feel the greatest ambivalence. I'm hopeful and excited about my date, but the whole thing seems so suspicious. Maybe it's some bastard ex-boyfriend playing a cruel prank. Will anyone even turn up? I pour myself half a dozen gins and sort out a microwave dinner. You probably don't believe this, but I've had a boyfriend every year for the past 6 years. The thing is, they always dump me just before Christmas. You see, my birthday's in January, so they're probably sitting there thinking Christmas, birthday, Valentine's Day. I can't commit to 3 gifts in 3 months. Finish my gins, pour myself another 2. How many is that? 4? I get up to do a wee, pass out in the bathroom, knickers around my ankles. For the 16th Valentine's Day in a row, I wake up with a monumental hangover. My landline is ringing. This will be my mother. Hi Mum, guess what? I've got a date. I met a guy at, well, I won't confuse you with the details. It's Michael Lee, my boss. Are you planning on coming into work today? You're getting those Botox injections you've been Googling all year. I'm embarrassed for so many reasons. He laughs, tells me to take the rest of the day off to get ready. What a bastard. Am I that pathetic I need a whole day to make myself presentable? I resist the urge for a gin breakfast, and I stumble into my bedroom to get ready. 2 hours later, I wake up, feeling human. I shower, dress, then I check my Facebook and my 5 email accounts, blogs and forums, and the comments on my YouTube videos. There's nothing of interest. So I check everything another 18 times, and then I switch off my Mac. midday. I call the animal shelter. Tell them to put down the kitten they've kept aside for me. The doorbell rings. It's flowers from my mother. I call her and I tell her I have a date. She doesn't believe me, but I don't care. I do have a date. A date who knows where I work and live and wants to remain anonymous. I suddenly realise how bad this looks. Who the hell is this guy? He could be some psycho who wants to kill me. 5, I'm about to have dinner with a stalker. 6 p.m. comes around and the doorbell rings. I'm hyperventilating. My heart is racing, and it's a struggle to make it out of the living room. I open the front door, feeling blindingly dizzy. A man I've never seen before is standing there. He's clean-shaven, cute as pie, slim, about my height, and radiating quiet pleasantness. His eyes are bright and blue. "Hi, Sophie," he says. His voice is a soft murmur. "You're probably wondering who I am." I manage a nod. "Well, we actually went to school together. You were 3 years below me, and I hunted you down through Facebook through a mutual friend who I swore in the Bible I'd never name." His calm manner relaxes me. "Well, what is your name?" I ask. Dan Hunsford." He takes my hand, walks me to the car, even opening the car door for me. The date passes in a blur of nerves, and I quickly get the impression that Dan Hunsford has no intention of killing, raping, scamming, or religiously converting me. He is the perfect gentleman who drives at the speed limit, makes eye contact, listens to every word of my nervous babble, and even buys me lobster. Cute, polite, charming, intelligent, funny, perfect in every way. Naturally, this makes me suspicious. Suspicious of what Dan's motive really is. Suspicious of Murphy's Law, which dictates I will screw him, wake up, find the picture of my grandmother at his bedside table and realise we're cousins. He drives me home, walks me to the front door, and I badly want to take him inside and shag him. The angel on my shoulder is yelling, "Do it!" We stop at the threshold. "Thanks for an amazing evening, Dan." He smiles. "Thanks for coming. I was scared I'd scared you." "Oh, no! Well, maybe a little, but luckily for you, I'm desperate enough to go out on dates with complete strangers." There is an awkward pause. So, what's wrong with you?" I ask, immediately regretting my word choice. I mean, you're just so perfect. You're intelligent, polite, charming. You should be married to a supermodel. This time, Dan smiles with a hint of sadness. Before I answer that, "May I kiss you?" I don't actually yell out, "Hell yeah," but from the way I'm leaning forward with my lips puckered, the comment would be fairly superfluous. We kiss passionately, and I'm inches away from clubbing him in the head and dragging him to bed. "I was born a woman," he says. There it is. There's the something I knew he was hiding. "Thanks, Murphy, you motherfucker!" "I'm sorry," he says, and he turns to leave. Instinct makes me reach for his shoulder. His slender, feminine shoulder. "Don't you think you should have told me?" I ask. The question is more or less a reflex. He snaps. "What? I told you within 2 hours of meeting you. What do you think it should be my introductory line? 'Hi, I'm Dan. I used to be a chick, but I always felt like a man trapped inside a woman's body, so I got my tits hacked off. Take bucket loads of hormones. Take me all night to tell you what they did down there." After an evening of politeness and charm, this outburst comes like a slap in the face. "Why'd you tell me at all?" I ask. Tears are rolling down his cheeks, and I feel strangely empty. He looks at me in the eye and says, "Because I wanted to sleep with you. It'd be far more awkward if the first you heard of my gender change was when I was to use the penis pump." This time, he refuses to look away. I bite my lip and frown. Is it gay to do it with a guy who used to be a girl? Is it so bad to be gay? I'm suddenly filled with bile. "No, I will not do this. I would never. The person who stands before me is a transvestite. Not a he, nor a she, but an it. How emotionally weak and retarded must it be to have its sex changed? It kissed me, knowing I like it. tricking me into feeling something. This perfect gentleman act was just a disguise to hide the sicko underneath. The manipulative, disgusting bastard. In a fury, I open the door, step inside and slam it behind me. 3 seconds later, I open the door and say, "Do you drink gin?"